Just landed a new job? Congratulations! Your journey to adulthood starts now. But hold on, adulthood is not that simple. We got to plan for our future: house, family, career, and retirement. So here are 5 things that you should not spend so much of your money on after you have just landed a new job as a fresh graduate. Number 1, new car. But I was specifically referring to those who already have a car. Did you know that owning a car comes at a cost? So my recommendation is actually continue using your car if your car is already in a well-maintained condition. Now, for those who actually need to buy a car, I would actually recommend you look up at some guidelines. So a simple guideline is actually to take your monthly salary and multiply it by 12. This way you know the value of car that you can actually afford without breaking the bank. So I'll post a picture somewhere here or here, and here you can actually see that in this website the recommendation is to multiply your monthly salary by 12. So with all the extra added costs, your monthly repayment for the new car it amounts to about 20% of your monthly salary, which is fine. So basically, before you buy a new car, you have to ask yourself this question: do I really need it? Any upgrades in this case is actually not helping you to grow. Tip number 2 that I'm gonna tell you is using credit card irresponsibly. Once you have just landed a new job as a fresh graduate, you know that there will be so many agents that's gonna knock on your door and to recommend you the best credit card in town. Now, if you agreed on applying for one because of them hard selling you, it is not a problem. At the end of the day, if you are gonna pay for late interest charges, it is your responsibility to actually read all the terms and conditions and to understand the product before even applying for it. Now, before we move on, I actually have a suggestion for you that you can follow. So this practical suggestion can actually help you to use credit card responsibly. You can treat your credit card as your debit card. If you have spent something using your credit card, you could actually repay your credit card immediately. But it is all actually a mindset thing. If you use the credit card and you repay it immediately, your mind will actually tell you that, oh, you are actually paying for it. You're not tricking yourself into thinking that you have free money when it's actually not. Tip number 3, spending too much on entertainment. If you have been spending a little bit too much on entertainment, I would advise you to actually slow down on that. You don't actually need that much of an entertainment, but you definitely need money to survive. House, car, family, business, all of them require money. You are responsible for it if you do not keep those in check. Now, tip number 4, spending too much on eating out. You need to also slow down on that. If you find that you are actually visiting cafes and restaurants most of the time, you can actually cut back on your spending by actually preparing home-cooked meals. Or you could do something else to improve on the situation. So let me give you one suggestion here. If you are eating out, I would suggest you to cut down on the extra portion of food, or it could be the extra plate of snack. Anyway, your body will thank you in the future. The last and final tip here is actually following other people's spending habits. This is the last thing that you should do if you are striving to improve your wealth in your 20s. I've been hearing this story numerous times before this. Story of people following their friends to actually buy the latest gadgets. The latest price for an iPhone 15 Pro Max 256GB is 6,500 ringgit. And if you earn the average salary for a fresh graduate in Malaysia, which is about RM2,859 across major cities in Malaysia, that means you are paying over 2.3 times of your monthly salary. The data is according to MalaysiaIndeed.com. Imagine that just a phone can cost you up to 3 months of your salary. Do you think it's worth it? I would also share the danger of following your friends a little bit too much. Now, when your friend is a senior who earns 10k a month and is buying the latest iPhone 15 Pro Max 256GB versus you who is just a fresh graduate earning 3,000 a month wants to buy an iPhone 15 Pro Max 256GB, the same exact phone. In the end, you are gonna be the one who's in trouble, but your senior is not gonna be in trouble.
EPP or not, you are still paying the same amount of money.
So that's it for the video, guys. I hope this can help you to make better financial decisions in the future. If you find this useful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, as I'll be sharing more financial content in the future. Thank you and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.